What is up, my peeps? Welcome back, and make sure to like and subscribe in order to make me motivated to make more content. And also, if anyone has any bike around Nakuru that you'd like for me to review, please let me know. Now on to the vid. Now, I don't like to brag, but I just wheeled a 150cc bike. Although, to be fair, it was doing it on its own because I had just come from trying with another 150cc bike, the Lifan. But that one wouldn't budge at all. Its review is on the way. The Haojue HJ150. This has a single-cylinder 4-stroke 149cc air-cooled engine. It's rated to give you a maximum power of 11.5 horsepower at 8,000 RPM and 11.2 Newton meters of torque at 6,500 RPM. These numbers are a little bit higher than those of my Haojue Warrior, but I digress. The bike couldn't go past 100 kilometers per hour no matter how long the road was once it got to 100. The power was subpar, obviously, because it's a 150cc bike. You shouldn't really expect anything amazing there, but it was okay for its class. The tire dimension for both wheels was 18 inches. Drum brakes for both front and rear tires, which I can't comment on, for this one had neither, and I was just riding with God's grace. The suspensions weren't that great. I may be spoiled by my monoshock, but I usually don't like the dual suspensions from these bikes. They're usually too soft or too hard. The bike comes with an electric starter, yay, and a Kickstarter because you know. The gearing was the usual 1 down up to neutral to 5 as you would expect. It was super clunky, especially this one was sometimes extremely hard to adjust sometimes. The seat is the usual flat style like all border. The legroom was almost non-existent, which was the very first thing to notice once I sat on the bike. Definitely not good for taller riders and especially long journeys. Your back will really suffer. Now, on to my riding experience. The bike feels okay, except for destroying my back due to the sitting posture. Minimum vibrations probably due to the lack of power. Linear throttle response, power distribution was consistent throughout the throttle range. I'm not sure if that info is important in this class of bike, but I digress. It obviously handles traffic okay-ish, since it does get you to 100 km per hour. Just be very careful because the power is lacking quite a bit. This bike is pretty convenient in terms of fuel economy and spare part price and availability. The only time it will be a pain is if you buy it new, because all new bikes are expensive. All new bikes. This one's about 150,000 Kenya shillings. If I'm wrong, the correct price will be in the description, plus all the specs in writing. So, should you buy this bike? If you're into border, budget conscious, and don't often do extremely long journeys, absolutely. Otherwise, don't. Stay safe, ride safe. As it is tradition, I put it up against the 200cc monster, the Haojue Warrior.
Unadhani unaweza race ukanishinda naye? Sawa. Kwanza alafu tuende hivyo. Race alafu tuende tukienda. Ndio usije ukasema mimi sijaendesha vizuri nini. Hadi? Tunasimama tu hapo tu. Twende tu hivyo. Hapo. To prove that hiyo bike haiwezi hii, tutaanzia hapa nyuma. Ukiwa tayari tu twende. 150cc haziendani na 200cc. Hata tufanye nini?